Welcome to an episode of Perspectives and Objectives with Imhotep. Hey, I hope everybody doing good today. I was just coming from the store, you know. I had one of these days today where, you just chilling, really kind of like I just came back from out of town. So what they call, I would call a mental health day where you just don't do shit and you just chill. But I still didn't end up just chilling because I was doing a lot of little research. And when I woke up, I was just thinking a lot. I had just a lot on my mind, just with so much going on in society and stuff right now. And it's kind of like, let me see, just so much with, cause look, I'm trying to look here to make sure I look right. But then I'm thinking, this is like I look cross-eyed. Anyways, just with so much going on with society and stuff right now, it was just a lot of stuff on my mind today. And I was just like thinking about it, like, this is really real. Like, we really are at war. And like, your rights, your freedom to choose and everything. And for me, like, I've been looking into this stuff and reading this stuff for years. So it kind of is like, for me, I understand that I knew it was coming, but it still is it's interesting when you really see it happen. And when you was the one everybody was calling crazy. You was the one everybody, and it's not everybody, just people just kind of shun you off and like, oh, you crazy, you on that other shit. Well, but when at the whole time, when you stand steady and stand true to who you are, you really see, it just hits you a little different when you know and you seen what these people really was about and what really was going on. So it hit you a little different though. So it just had me in deep thought today. And, while I was driving from the store, I was like, I'm going to do a perspective and an objective. Because what I really was thinking about is the Democratic Party really don't respect black people. What's up, family? I just wanted to take a moment out this video to tell you, could you please do me a favor? Go ahead and like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. That helps us when you do that. That helps us to push us forward so other people can be able to see this video. Right now, some of these major platforms are pushing people back who talking the truth. So we want to make sure everything get out there. So please take your time. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe this video. Also comment and let us know what you think. Hotep gang, and remember, Hotep means peace, so supreme peace, blessings, and harmony, family. And when I say that, I mean they don't respect us mentally. They don't respect us spiritually, financially, emotionally. They don't respect us. Only time they even pay attention to us is when it's time for election season. And I say that with everything that we're going on right now. Everything that's going on right now with, C-19 and the mandates, all this just different stuff going on in the world. And I hope people really understand, if you're watching, that these mandates that's going on, this is global. And if you know, you have been somebody who has been reading about things like the New World Order, things like, a government takeover, and because all this stuff people have been talking back for years, since the 80s, from what I see. It's probably go way back because this plan has been going on for hundreds of years, but I don't want to get too far off of subject. But at the same time, you know what I mean though. So with everything that's going on with this, and just seeing how the Democratic Party, are pushing these mandates on people knowingly, because they're a part of this thing. They are the people who are supposed to be in charge of running the government. I think us as Americans, we always talk about the government. No, they're just people who's supposed to be in charge of running the government. It's not the government that's totally bad. We call the government, really we're talking about the people who are in charge of running the government. And once we understand that, we'll be on the thing. But these people, we'll be on the path to success once we understand that. But these people who really are under this, who are supposed to be in charge of running the government, they're pushing these mandates, and they know that only 30% of African Americans, or black people, or indigenous American Negroes, who we really are, then only 30% of us got it. They know 70% of the black population in the United States of America doesn't have this. So what I look at and say, if you start making people lose their jobs, segregating people, they already have made it so bad just with the media that they have separated a lot of people. Like it's the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. You know, divide and conquer is the oldest trick in the book, and they divided people like that. Oh, it's the vaccinated making people sick. It's the unvaccinated making people sick. And people fall into that thing. You need to get vaccinated. Oh, y'all stupid. Well, when you got vaccinated, I wish you supreme peace, blessings, and harmony. I do hope that you do your education on that. Whether you, especially our people, but any people, like I don't care what people you is, any race of people in this country or abroad. Like, I hope you just do your research and make an informed decision. But I'm not going to debate with you and argue with you about it. Knowing that, these people know 70% of African Americans just don't trust the government just because our historical context with the government, the disrespect, our story with this society. You know, I'm in America right now. I speak English. I'm not from England. I've never been to England in my life. And I was saying that to somebody, and they kind of like, yeah, that's how deep it go. I don't even know we don't even know our real language. That's how deep the psychological or the war or what has been on us goes. We don't even know our natural language, culture, everything that we organically created. And people like, that doesn't matter. It only doesn't matter to people who've been fooled to believe that they had something better before we was colonized. You know, meaning before we were, quote unquote, what they say enslaved, which I say colonized, before we was colonized, you know, we had it all, but we have been taught that, you know, we came from jungles in a hut in Africa. But getting back to my original point, they know only 70% of us has it. And because for various reasons, and some people just don't trust it. People just don't trust getting it. So for the Democratic Party to then start, because it's all happening in Democratic ran cities. When you look at Mayor Bill de Blasio in New York City, what he did the key to New York. So restaurants and bars can't, you can't go to a restaurant and bar unless you got a vaccine paper. Mind you, New York has probably the largest African, by numbers, not percentage, but by numbers, probably has the largest African or just black population, period. But a strong amount of African Americans. Well, I say New York because it's different heritages of black people in New York. Other minorities or other people of color, because you have to understand also the Hispanic people don't have a high percentage of getting it. So with this being said, that means if only 30% nationwide of black people has the vaccine, when you put a restrictive measure in, like you can't go to a restaurant, you can't go out, you can't go to the movies, you can't go to the theaters, you're badly putting one of the biggest measures and restrictions on African American people. You're affecting black people directly. You're directly affecting black people. You're directly affecting them. That is the new Jim Crow. Democratic people, the Democrats don't respect you, don't respect your history. Because if they respected your history, when they know the reason we don't trust you, the Tuskegee experiment, you still to this day have never apologized for slavery. You never have accepted accountability. You have never made that wrong right. Let's go even a little deeper, because if you over here at this channel, we're gonna have to be deep and have conversations. You never even told us where we truly from. We from America. Y'all built the whole nation, our land, and told us we was from Africa. The most cruelest thing that you ever can do to somebody. That is the most demonic shit ever. And when I say that, anybody who's conscious watching this and who are like believing Pan-Africanism, it's the same. It's Pan-Indigenous. It's Pan-Indigenous Negroes. The Africans are our brothers and sisters. It's just Negroes on different continents. But you was here before Columbus or any other European got here. When you start getting into the story and destructing the story, and yes, if you learned about Africa, that's a beautiful thing. But because I love Africa, I learned so much history about Africa. But now when you get into American history, you be like, it was empires all over the earth, and it was a war. But we ain't gonna go there. Let's get back to let's get back. I ain't been online in a little while, y'all, so I'm excited. But let's get back to talking about it's just the whole restriction thing. Like you're basically segregating black people. You don't respect us. You don't respect our history. You lying to us about everything. You still never have did anything to right your wrongs. And for you to be doing that, or you won't be able to do this, I guarantee you it's gonna go down next to, oh, you won't be able to get public housing. You won't be able to get welfare unless you have this vaccine. And it's been proven, the research is out there. And and it's all happening in the Democratic cities. When you talk about, like I said, New York, Bill de Blasio, he need to, what that girl say, you about to lose your job. I hope the people in New York, I wish y'all the best. I hope y'all don't stand for that, because that is insane. That's insane. What he did, I think the mayor of New Orleans, I can't think of her name right now. The people in New Orleans, you know how many businesses you finna corrupt? How New Orleans and New York is such a mecca of black business. You know how many black businesses you're really going to affect and try to destroy for mandates? Do you think if people, because we just saying 70% of black people ain't got it. Yeah, more Europeans have got it, but it's a large segment of Europeans who not getting it, and them, they gonna stand true to their ground, because in their minds, one thing about European people, in their minds, they know. In their minds, they know they have a right. They believe in the Constitution. Black people just be like, oh, I will just do it because I'll lose my job. We believe in our personal success. That's our problem. We don't believe in the collective success. We don't believe we got the power to change it until the Democrats come around and pull us and play on our emotions. Then you just get back in this high you get. I think they're going to change something. They do the same shit to fuck you up. And they're really showing you their true colors right now. Look at, he did the mandates too, but they're going to get rid of him, California. They governor, Gavin Newsom. Look at what he did. The Democrats don't care about black people. Not saying the Republicans do. Let me be clear. I'm not saying the Republican Party too. The Democrats have transformed to the globalist party. So the Democrats is with the globalist agenda 100%. They don't care. They'll take anybody down. So, and we're talking about the higher level Democrats who've been here forever. When you get down to these little mayors, like somebody of New Orleans, she's just a puppet. Like Bill de Blasio is really probably up in there because of his wealth and his influence. And you got money, the mayor of New York. So he's up there, Bill de Blasio. He's in the elite. So his whole perception of things is different than a mayor from New Orleans, but they are all getting paid to do the devil's dirty work and to bring this agenda in. They're getting paid to do it. Gavin Newsom up in that elite too. But they're going to get rid of him. But like I'm saying, all these Democratic cities is doing it. It's going to affect our businesses. It's restricting us again. It's a new Jim Crow 2.0. The Democratic Party, Joe Biden and them came out. Joe Biden looked these people in the eyes and said, you ain't black, you don't vote for me, after we had a year of seeing a brother get murdered on camera. Police had their foot on his neck, and he got right in and passed laws for everybody, the Asians, the transsexuals, everybody except black people. And you know what they turned around and did? They said they made Juneteenth a national holiday. Spit in your face. When we were celebrating Juneteenth already. We didn't need y'all to make Juneteenth a holiday at all. We didn't need them to do that. We needed reparations. We need whatever we needed, because we all can come to the table and figure out what we need. Everybody got their personal thing what we need. That's not the point. They don't respect us. And I hope people see as they mandates, because when people are telling you, I don't want this, I don't trust this, I don't want to put this in my body, I don't want to put this in my kids, and you still push to do it anyways, knowing if it is a negative effect, don't know what the effect is, and plus knowing that black people don't trust you for what you have done historically. Many of times, we're not going to talk about the medical experiments that were doing during slavery. Knowing that you don't respect us, you don't respect our communities, you don't allocate tax dollars or funding to our schools, you don't, like I go back, you don't never even apologize for slavery. You never apologize for destroying our civilization. You never apologize for even anything you have done, and you still have never told us the truth that we are the indigenous people of this land. That when you just never say, hey, y'all didn't come from Africa. Y'all gonna take that to y'all didn't come from Africa. And y'all know, and that is facts, y'all. That's a big fact. They don't respect us. And the fact that they're trying to push this in your body, they don't respect you. I've been done with them. I was done with him. I was done with Barack Obama. I was done with him during Barack. They put him in, he ain't do nothing. When I seen Barack Obama go up there and act like he drunk Flint water, that's the same thing I thought I said. When I said, that's why he's like, trying to act like he got the vaccine on camera. Yeah. Okay, Denzel Washington. That's all he was. He was a celebrity. And he probably passed the most executive orders that would F the whole United States if people was comfortable with him. They playing these mental games with us. It's a political game. And everybody know these people are all bought and paid for. You know, you following up the Democrats' ass, they don't care about us. These mandates are unconstitutional. And I think us as a people, we need to get in tune. That's why white people are like, no, my kids are not doing this. We need to get in tune because that's our problem. We don't even care. We just feel like we don't have a place in society. We just go do our job, try to stay in tune, just stay in our own lanes. We try to stay in our own lanes. And that's our problem. Because they say, oh, you're going to lose your... I'm just going to go ahead and get it. You know they're going to do that anyway. They're going to push. You can't be like that. Stand true to yourself. When one door closed in the universe, another door open. I'm not saying there won't be struggles with that, but you got to stand for something to fall for anything. It's not right. What they doing is it's in the Democratic cities. It's these Democrats. The Republicans are more like, hey, no, it's still freedom. Hey, like you can't. I'm not doing a passport. DeSantis and no, I'm not saying the Republicans some ally they because nobody's gonna do for us what we supposed to do for ourselves, but ourselves. But what it is at the same time, karma a motherfucker. Because just as black people has been fighting for freedom, needed liberation now, or the other races and all the other people need liberation out of America too. Meaning that they need to free themselves from this oppressive system because it's only going to keep getting worse. See, when people who've seen it coming, people who have been studying, people who have been researching, we know it's going to get worse until people stand up. They protesting all over the world right now. America's still sleepwalking. You got to stand for something. But it's not right what they doing, though. The Democratic Party is out of line and out of control. It's all Democratic cities. And they know that black people don't want to get it. So why would you make mandates in your city, New Orleans, which is 50-something black, that has so many black business? I watched the clip. The lady said, I'm just so, because they already implemented in New Orleans. The lady was like, I'm just so, like, I've been crying all morning. I don't know if my business is going to last. A black lady. Like, I don't know if my business is going to last. Because people, you know, I can't come in. If I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it. Most people are not going to get it. When they're telling you it doesn't work, they, you know, when I say they're telling you it doesn't work, because they're saying if you get the variant, which is out now, the old COVID gone, they're admitting the old COVID is gone, and they telling you the variant doesn't work for the variant. That's why they telling the people who already got it to put masks on. So why are you still even pushing it? The people who made the problem can't give you the solution. Why are you even still pushing it? It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. These people is crazy, but the Democratic Party, I just hope people wake up and really see this. They did nothing for you. First of all, as soon as Biden, I think his first weekend, he passed a law. I don't know if it was for the Asians. And my brother, the African Diaspora Network, I can't think of his name. He just talked about the statistics. He just talked about the statistics of Asian hate versus black hate. Black people have the most hate crimes against them in the United States. And it's in the thousands of black people with hate crimes. With Asians, it's only 275 people a year. Come on now. You playing the game, and these are Democrats doing this to y'all. They don't respect us. They are on another agenda. They work for the globalists. This new world order, they pushing that agenda. They're bought and paid out. And these people, y'all got to start getting these people out of office, along with the Republican Party. If you can't do the will of the people, and this is for all of America, if you can't do the will of the people, these people need to go. If a large part of the blacks, the whites, the Hispanics, and if people's telling you they don't want to get this shit, and the people of the government who are in places of position of power who's supposed to run the government, they're not doing what it's asked to be, you have to go. You need to leave. I mean, you're going to get voted out. And I think that's what they need to leave. They have to go. And I think that the American people really understand it's like that. And I think black people and we have to understand our ancestors built this. So we have a right to voice our opinion in this country. We have a God-given right. The wealth of this nation was built off our ancestors' backs and their blood. and their disrespect. And for you to disrespect us again and want us to put some experimental, after you did Tuskegee, after you did Henrietta Lacks, and want us to put something else in our body, is crazy. And for it to be the Democratic Party, who black people give everything to, black people come out in numbers to get y'all in every year. And I know the history of the Democratic Party. See, I know the Democratic Party was really the party of slavery. And then in the 1930s, when they started getting aid, and it was a Democratic president who gave aid to people because of the Great Depression, and black people were included in that, the New Deal. And that's when black people really only switched over to the Democratic Party. If you read up the horrors and history and everything, and you read about Reconstruction, it was the Democratic Party who destroyed Reconstruction after the Civil War, when we was trying to get our shit together. It was the Democratic Party. Facts. But yeah, it's them. They don't respect us. And that's rant done for the day. But this is another episode, because I got to go. My memory card going down. But this is another episode of Perspectives and Objectives with Imhotep. Now, do me a favor. Go ahead and comment. Tell me were you down with the perspective, or was you objected to the perspective. Let me know what's going on. And always remember this: supreme peace, blessings, and harmony. Hotep gang. And Hotep means peace.